A Warner Robins school in mourning after 7-year-old Trey Baker was killed by a falling tree branch while playing in his backyard last week.
Zach Merchant talked to Trey's second grade teacher at Parkwood Elementary, who says his spirit lit up the room.
There's a seat at Parkwood Elementary that's empty, a desk that's full of supplies that no one is using.
Well, only one child knew when they came in, and she had seen it on Facebook, or her mother had. The rest of the children didn't know.
For the second time in less than 6 months, the school is mourning the loss of a student. Last week, second grader Trey Baker was killed by a falling branch while playing in his yard, and suddenly his teacher Tina Jones's class was one short.
Well, I had a little heads up and knew I had to get it together for the children. And then when they're not here, that's when I could let down.
She says she's doing her best to help the kids process the loss, but also trying to remember the good times with Trey.
Trey loved to have fun. He always had a big smile on his face.
And it wasn't just his smile. Jones says Trey was the kind of kid who wanted to make other people happy.
At the end of the day, I'd hear him whispering to some of the other children, let's clean up Miss Jones's table and surprise her.
And if she could say anything to him now?
I miss you, Trey. I miss that big smile of yours. And I miss my hug every day when you told me you loved me and I told you I loved you.
And that chair, it might be empty now, but the memory of the person who sat there, well, Jones says that's not going anywhere. In Warner Robins, Zach Merchant, 13 WMAZ News.
Trey is the second Parkwood Elementary School student to die this year. In January, 6-year-old Arlana Haynes was killed in a school bus crash. School principal Janet Sorrell says it's been a hard time for the school, but they're doing the best to keep spirits up, but at the same time allow students and teachers time to grieve. According to Sorrell, counselors were on campus to talk with students after Trey's death. Some kids wanted to draw pictures, others wrote cards to the family. Some just wanted to talk. She says amidst all the tragedy, the school community is leaning on each other more than they ever have.
Our teachers have been definitely more attentive to our students. Our students have been more attentive to the faculty. I think we're just reaching out to each other in our grief. I've noticed there's been more hugs and just more kind words.
Trey Baker's funeral is Wednesday at Fellowship Bible Baptist Church in Warner Robins.